Camera bags seem to have become the new cameras. New ones being released way too often, and they always claim to be perfect, but end up having some sort of imperfection. Some are a bit too small, some a bit too heavy, some lack important pockets, and others just don't have style. So far I haven't been able to find the perfect camera backpack, and as you might have guessed, PGYTech recently released 2 new ones here that directly jumped on my radar. And now that PGYTech was so kind to send me both, I want to find out if one of those might finally be the one. Fingers crossed. So what were my problems with previous backpacks? One that provoked 31 liter, great backpack, but a bit too big and heavy considering the camera insert. Nomadic Luma, beautiful but too small. It's my everyday working Cafes backpack though. Just fits perfectly for that. Nomadic McKinnon, the style wasn't really for me and a bit too small for multi-day travels. PGYTech OnePro Flex, perfect backpack for long hikes and travels because it's so comfortable. Can't recommend it enough, and I still use it, but it's not ideal as an all-rounder or everyday bag. PGYTech OneGo 2, decent, but misses one pocket at the top. And well, just after a few weeks, the material already looked quite used. Too used for my taste. Yes, I treat my bags rough, but well, others hold up better. Peak Design everyday bag, well, back pain. And others? Well, honestly, in my opinion, pretty much all other camera backpacks look ugly. Yeah, not the most important thing, but style matters. Photographers are visual people overall, so that has to fit. And yeah, of course, there are exceptions, especially from Shimoda and stuff, but I didn't have a chance yet to try them. I just can't try them all. There are too many camera bags out there. But yeah, aside from that, they're all good. Like, they all get the job done. So what about the new ones? At first, we got the OneMo Tactical. I personally like the design a lot. It's not for everyone and everywhere, but the tactical style looks great, and it also makes it a bit more scratch resistant. Like, because it has texture, you won't notice scratches as fast as on the flat front of the OneGo 2 bag, for example. And I also noticed that it actually doesn't scratch that fast. It also has this front compartment, what I found quite useful to store my Osmo Nano case. It has another front pocket with dividers to store even more stuff. That makes up for not having a pocket anywhere on top, what I missed, for example, on the OneGo 2 bag. Like, this is the kind of top pocket I'm talking about. Like, you always have something small that you want to quickly access while you're on the go. I think this is the perfect space, or the best space to store that. So I think every backpack should have that. You can also customize it by attaching more bags to it with the molly webbing and DIY patches. That's pretty cool. And of course, it comes with PGYTech's battery indication system. Love it. I think every backpack should have something like that. And it's quite comfortable to carry because they have a ventilated back panel that also pushes the back up a little bit. However, they did something super stupid with the 25 liter version of this bag. And I can't believe it. You see this top part here, and you might guess you can open that, right? And on the 35 liter, you can, but on the 25 liter, no. Like, why? It would only need a zipper here on top. I can't understand why anyone would make this decision. Anyway, that's the only thing I don't like about this bag. I used it a lot over the past 2 months or so, and it wasn't as problematic as I initially thought. However, I'm still thinking of bringing it to a tailor to see if they could cut it open and add a zipper there, as it should be. And the other one is the new OnePro Ultralite, which is supposed to be, well, super lightweight. We will come back to that in a second. Overall, it has similar features as the tactical one, like front compartment, battery indication system, camera clip attachment point on the shoulder strap, laptop compartment on the back facing side that fits even 16-inch MacBook Pros easily, and it's even more comfortable to carry because it uses the same Ace frame suspension system that the OnePro Flex uses, so it's great for hiking. What's different from the tactical one though is that it has a roll top, what I really like, and it has a top pocket here, but therefore it uses a camera insert instead of having the camera dividers included right in the bag like the tactical does, what makes the storage capacity a bit tighter as it could be, and it causes another issue. As mentioned before, PGYTech markets this backpack as Ultralight, and well, for a normal 30 liter hiking backpack with a 3D frame, it is at only 1.45 kilogram, but when you add the weight of the inner compartment to store store your camera stuff, the weight suddenly increases to 1.98 kilograms. That puts it in the same ballpark as One Provoke 31 liter and many other backpacks. Is that heavy?
It's quite heavy, but it's pretty good, I think, for what you have it in there.
Now, you could argue that it's still pretty lightweight for a hiking camera backpack with that 3D frame and other features, also compared to the OnePro Flex, but compared to many other camera backpacks, it's not. Though I have to say that PGYTech states that clearly on their website, so they at least don't try to hide it like some other companies do. Okay, so much about the features. Let's look how the backpacks hold up in the real world. Let's start with the OneMo Tactical. I do quite a bit of wildlife filmmaking, as you might know, and I'm currently chasing wild leopards here in Thailand. I already saw one, but couldn't get a proper shot of it, and as you can imagine, a backpack like the OneMo Tactical fits perfectly to that. It has the right style, and it can actually fit everything I need for that. 2 camera bodies, lenses, Osmo Nano and accessories, batteries, and some other stuff. Even my RF 100 to 500mm lens fits horizontally into the backpack with camera attached. So this is what I've been using over the past 2 months, and honestly I don't see any reason why I would use another backpack, at least for that. It carries well, and even when it comes to degradation, it still looks almost like new, and I've been definitely treating this bag rough. I especially like the brown color because it can get quite sandy occasionally, and with this color the dirt doesn't jump into your eyes. So for that it's really all I need, and I didn't even find the missing top opening a big issue. If there's one downside, I would say it's that style-wise it fits better for outdoor stuff than all around, but is that really an issue? When it comes to the OnePro Ultralite, I used this one mostly on a trip with my family here through Thailand because, you know, the design is a bit more neutral. And my findings are quite similar. Like even there, I can fit my 100 to 500mm lens with body attached. It's a bit tighter, but still works. It's comfortable. I could always access everything quickly. The roll top came in handy in some occasions, and the front compartment is also quite neat, especially if I have an additional lens on top and want to avoid scratches from other things. Gimbals would also fit in there nicely in both bags, but I don't really use them anymore. There is one thing though, I didn't hike with it yet, but it's clearly made for hiking. Should we go? There it is. So let's go on a hike. We got it fully packed with the Mavic 4, R5 Mark II, 70-200, and also my C50 here, which I will not carry in my hand all the time. We're going on a 1-hour hike, so let's see how comfy it is. What's up, Marcus?
Hey, all good to go?
We should bring water. Yeah, that's the downside of becoming a father. Like, you spend so much time at home that you're much faster out of breath. Like, when I did Rinjani, I felt so much fitter. View is freaking fantastic. Not really getting sunrise vibes today, but well, we're like 30-60 minutes behind. But when it comes to the backpack, I have to say it's pretty much what I already expected, because it has this, what was it, arch frame or something like that, a 3D frame that keeps everything up. Because like on my shoulders I don't recognize it much, like a little bit, maybe a little bit more than on the OnePro Flex, but it's nice. Like I can really feel how it lifts the weight out of the shoulders. There's one thing though, I only wear a shirt, and here those paddings, they are definitely much slimmer, and I feel that, like here. So that is definitely okay for a 1-day hike or so, but I think for like a 4-day hike like I did with the other OnePro bag before on Mount Rinjani, where I hiked like over 60 kilometers in 4 days, there I would certainly prefer the OnePro Flux, because there's a bit more padding, it's all a bit nicer. However, yeah, like, I think as long as you only do like 1-day hikes or so, you will be perfectly fine with this bag, and it's actually really comfortable. Yeah, and your dogs are used to hiking.
Oh yeah.
It's steep here, yeah?
Yeah. So I might have messed up your lens there a bit.
Oh, no worries. I'm used to dogs. Grew up with them. That's all. shots with the 6x lens. They're so freaking good. I forgot what drone flying is about. Like, it's really just like the peak fun of getting cinematic shots. I think over the years, by just need a better drone, need better quality, better this, better that, we completely forgot that. I think. Yeah, that was definitely worth it. I would say that's already Chiang Mai level viewpoints or hikes that you get here. It's not like as high as the mountains in Chiang Mai, but like from the hike and the views, it's quite comparable. They're just 40 minutes from Hua Hin. So when it comes to just comparing these two backpacks, I like them both. I think the OneMo Tactical is certainly a bit more exclusively for the outdoors, just design-wise. I mean, you can totally use that as your only camera backpack and it will do well, but it looks a bit off on city shoots or so. And the OnePro Ultralite is actually a great all-arounder, I would say, despite being designed as a primary hiking backpack. Like, yes, it's big, but not too big. It fits all my gear at least. It fits my MacBook, roll top, side axis, clamshell opening. Weight is decent, nice to carry on hikes. And design-wise, it fits pretty much everywhere, in my opinion. Yeah, one that looks a bit better, but the Ultralight certainly looks good. If there's one thing I don't like about this bag, it is that this front compartment here doesn't have anything that overlaps it, so rain could get caught in there and it feels a bit weird, but it comes with a rain cover and has a pocket for that at the bottom, so it's mitigated for. The OneMo Tactical, by the way, does not have a bottom pocket for the rain cover, but both backpacks are splash proof and include rain covers. That's great because some other brands actually don't do that. So, it looks like I finally found a backpack that does it all and looks great. The OnePro Ultralite. And it's not even that much bigger than the 121 liter bag here. It's just mainly a bit thicker and therefore it fits more. Is it perfect? No. I think integrating the camera dividers into the backpack itself, like they do with the OneMo Tactical, would save even more weight and be better overall. And as mentioned, something could overlay the front compartment, ideally so that the rain cover is not necessary at all. But these things are neglectable, they just don't really matter. Sounds good, but that leads me to the next problem. Now I have 4 backpacks here that I would actually use. The Luma one for everyday cafe work sessions, the OnePro Flex for long hikes with lots of gear, the Tactical for wildlife adventures, and the Ultralight for general purpose. I always wanted to stay minimal, like one bag. Is it stupid to use 4 backpacks? Yeah, first world problems, I know. No, it fits too well. No. I think I don't necessarily need a special backpack just for wildlife, even if I absolutely love it. Still have to think about it though. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, if you're looking for one camera backpack that does it all and looks decent, the OnePro Ultralite is definitely something you should look into. It's truly a great backpack and the price is also quite reasonable. Also comes in multiple colors if you don't like the black. And yeah, also check out my other backpack comparison videos here that I link here for you. So you get an even better overview of what's out there and my little backpack journey. And yeah, I would say it's time to pack this one here now. Thanks for watching. I'm out.